Before we go in and jump into the voting per se, I would like to chat with you guys about a couple of very quick things. As usual, the same disclaimer, this is being recorded. So if anybody has anything against it, scream now or be okay with that.
Okay.
Yes.
And what I had in mind for today, very quickly, is just chatting about some of the people to whom I spoke about joining us and sharing some of the creative process or something about the future or whatever they could bring that would be interesting to us. And this very small, this petit comité formed by the seven of us, we'll choose if we want the guys that already confirmed that they would be, that they have the possibility to join us from next week on. Some things to think about the next activities. So we just do and spend energy in the things that we really value. Obviously, the final for the challenge. And this thing that I called an Instagram hack, but I don't know any better way to call it. I already asked Ed, but how many of you guys use Instagram on the desktop?
I use it from time to time, yeah.
But for messages also, now that they updated it?
Yeah, I don't use anymore Facebook. I only use Instagram.
And posting on the desktop. Did any of you guys find a way to do that?
Yeah, I upload my images to the Flickr and then I can share on the phone from Flickr to Instagram.
Okay, so hopefully I can show you a very ridiculous, easy way that I found by accident of how you can do that using your computer. That was the idea with this tiny hack. But now the first part, writing and reading messages, the last update to the desktop app already allows that. But posting was a pleasant surprise for me. I had also opened the idea to bring some photos, and so we could discuss some of the photos, but the two people that were willing to do that, one wrote briefly soon before the start that he or she won't be able to join, and the other person still didn't come, so I don't know if we're going to have that. But this is something that is high on our survey. And if you guys want, and I remember, Jan, you told us about one source of good images that you had. I think it was you, a place, or no, it was Antonio, I think, a place where he would find great images. So if we want to bring some images to the group and discuss a little bit what you think of it, one image of you that you took that you want to bring and discuss with the group, or something that you saw online, I think this is something nice to help us get creative and have new ideas of what we could do. And the next photo challenge, I have a theme. I don't know, as usual, it's never really popular with everybody, but I tried my best to bring a new idea so we can try to tackle it in the next assignment. And before we enter those things, I'd just like to share with you guys this Sue Bryce education. I don't know how many of you know that. She has an insanely big library of trainings, and she is absolutely fantastic with posing. This is what I think she does best, but she does a lot of very good things. And she opened it for free. It was until the weekend, but now she extended it, and I think you still have like 12 hours of it or so. I don't know if she's going to extend it again, but you can still try to get like 1 or 2 hours of training that you could watch. And she has some amazing things. If any of you want that, I can send you the link, or you can just Google Sue Bryce Education, and it's going to be for sure the first hit.
Yeah, sorry, Caesar. Steffi is asking you to send the link.
Okay, thank you for checking that, because I didn't see it anywhere. Let's see. Did she ask you on Instagram, Lino?
Yes, she asked it.
So let me check here. Yep. Just gonna send her the link. So we cannot do any more jokes about blondies or women.
Oh,
Last chance. So if you guys want to check this, this library that she has, it's absolutely phenomenal. She has so many good things and so many things to teach. Hey there, Stephanie. Audio's still connecting. Hello, Stephanie.
Hi, everybody. Sorry.
Hello, Stephanie.
hello.
Good thing that Lino saw that because I just forgot to check again and I didn't get any messages. Just a little second to get this message out of the screen and we are back. So what I was telling them, Stephanie, is that this library from Subrise, it was extended, the time that you can access that for free. So you still have like 12 hours or so to go there. And this woman, she has amazing trainings and so much to teach. It's really, really nice. And something that I wanted to chat with you guys, how is it for you if we continue to meet weekly? Because at times I think it might be too much for some of the people. For me, it's okay because we're mostly at home anyways. But how is it for you guys?
For me, it's okay.
For me as well.
Yeah, for me too.
Yes.
So I'm happy. If two of us are coming, me and somebody else, I'm already happy. So we can chat and try to do something different than staring at the walls of my monitor with just myself. So I'm really okay with that. And another thing that comes all the time in the survey, but we haven't done until now, is the photo critique. And I'm just repeating this because I don't think Stephanie was here when I started talking about that. So if you guys have any photos from you or that you saw that you find it's good or you want to understand how it was done and we can try to reverse engineer it together, I think this is something very cool to try to develop some new techniques or to keep us creative and maybe even bring the next photo challenge. So you see a very cool picture online and let's try to bring it here and we can ask Lino how it was done. And then we will maybe do the next photo challenge with some of these ideas. So if you guys want, just send me a message so we can try to book a limited amount of pictures for the next sessions. And these are just some of the ideas. You can just browse Instagram. 500 pics is a very good source for cool images. Flickr is always good. There are so many good photographers sharing amazing images there. And if you guys have any other ideas, just send them and we can share with the group. What do you guys think of bringing photos so we can talk about them?
What do you mean about talk? So you mean it's like a photo critique? So what is good and what's not so good, or would you like to talk about about the picture? I don't know, about the history behind that, or
about the history of the photo, I really don't, I am not the best guy to do that, but I think it's always good. I used to see one YouTuber, he's an amazing guy with the history of photography and a lot of backstage stories. But what I meant was you have a photo that you made and that you want to share with the group and see what other people think. Because this is something that I think it was Elena some time ago. She said that she would like to have the opinion from other people, from other photographers about her photos. So this is one option. And the other option is, okay, I went there and I saw this amazing edit or this different way to make a photo, and I don't exactly know how it was done. So I would bring it to the group so we can discuss it together and see if somebody knows how that was made or how we could do something similar. So these were my ideas, but I'm absolutely open to whatever else we could do with that.
No, no, I'm absolutely happy with the photo critique. It would be also interesting for me.
So I think it's a very good idea, but maybe you can also combine it with the photo challenge somehow, so that you have kind of 2-in-1, where you, I don't know, where you choose the best 5 and all of us can comment what they like, what they didn't, and something like that. Because else it's only one person or 2 people who contribute with pictures. But I see, yeah, I see actually both ideas could be very good. So to do it within the photo critique, but also apart from it, if you have one picture that you want some input. I think both are fine.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to do it together with the photo critique. I am only afraid that some people might not like to have their photos analyzed in a group. So we just need to, I just need to find a way to, so people can mark their photos. Okay, I don't want a critique, or I want a critique. What we could do if the person is online in the group, and that we could do already today, is for the people who are here online, if they want that their photo is analyzed by the others, we can just say, okay, what do you guys think of this photo? So let's do an example. So I have a photo in the challenge, and I would like to hear what you guys think of it, not only to receive the votes. So I would come here and say, okay, this is my photo, this is the story behind that, a very quick story, and what do you guys think? And then we could open for discussion right away, today and the next ones. I do love the idea.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine.
Perfect then. So
yeah, I mean, you know, to me, photography is like, you know, a cook. I mean, if you like to show what you do, you know, this is the way. I mean, or if you take a picture only for yourself, you can take it in your house, and you can think you are Havedon or something like that. And, you know,
yeah,
critique is never ever negative. You know.
yeah, I love this way of thinking, and I also think that way. But especially the younger generations, I mean, they think a little bit different. They were born already to be president, and negative ideas are a little bit something that a dumb person would say to them.
But I mean, we still, if the person comes to you and says, I would like to have a critique of my photo, it should be okay.
That is perfect,
You know,
yeah.
one thing that I enjoy of my life, when you are over 60, you don't really care about what other people say about you. So,
I totally agree.
you know, I can put my picture for everybody, and you can say what you want. I mean, if you say something that to me looks interesting, I will surely take it for me. If you say things that I don't care, I will smile as usual.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. So, yeah, it's good we're in the same page and everybody agreed. So if the person wants, just say, okay, I would like to have my picture for everybody to discuss it. And I mean, it's easier to have the opt-in than wait for somebody to opt out, and the person doesn't say anything, and then we go there and we do a massacre with the photo. And okay, so I think it's easier then. And not only that, but if you guys see any crazy different photo that you would like to bring and chat about that, and maybe even do the next challenge or assignment with that kind of idea, I think it's really, it's a very nice way to develop new techniques and to open a little bit our minds for different projects. And another thing that I would like to bring to you is we spoke about bringing people from outside our group, from outside photography maybe. And I have 2 people that already said that they could come starting from next week on. I am still waiting for dates from one director of photography from from cinema in the UK. He's a very nice guy, and he's just trying to finish a project. So as soon as he's finished, he has probably got some time for us. and a very famous photographer from Brazil. She has a big business there shooting regular women in the zoo or in a sexy way, but she has a very, very big business, and she really reinvented herself. And she also has, she's interested, but she just didn't get the schedule still. But she should join us if we wish. Hey there, Daniel. He's coming from outer space to join us. I don't know if you can hear us. It
Hello?
takes a little bit more time to go to Jupiter, I think. Yeah.
Hey, good evening. This is Daniel.
Hey there, Daniel.
Good evening.
Hey, sorry I missed.
No worries.
I missed it for quite a while, but Anna Rosa came home and told me, "Oh, don't you have this meeting this evening?" And I said, "Oh, okay, now here I am."
I was just blabbing some nonsense until you came. No worries. We're just about to start.
Oh, okay.
No, just joking. Just a couple of things, but nothing really that big. But we were just about to discuss the people that have already confirmed that they could join us and share some ideas, people from outside our group, not photographers, just 2 people. So I would like to have your impressions, and you guys must be interested. Otherwise, there's no point in bringing people to bring this and share this different ideas. So the first person who already confirmed that she could come and chat with us, don't worry about the tiny things. You can read that afterwards if you want. She is a coach and a consultant, and she works a lot with being outside your comfort zone, and she works with some big companies. And I liked very much one presentation that I saw from her. And she's also an influencer, and she has a lot of very big contacts here in Switzerland. And she could chat with us about, there's one webinar that she does that's Fuel the Fun and Fear. And I watched it with some guests and was really inspiring. So if you guys want, we can have her from next week already on Tuesday. And she could share a little bit with us. If you guys want more time, you can afterwards check her website and her materials and just send me messages with what you think. But for me, it's really important. If you guys think it is nonsense, then we don't go this way.
I think it's a very good idea. I like it. Yes.
I'm not sure about it. A little skeptic.
Yeah. I mean, this is for us. If only a few of us think it is interesting, I can arrange a chat in a different day, not during our meetings. So this is why I really want to ask your opinions. So we don't put that inside our Tuesday chat, or we do that if most people want. But I will let this open. You guys can give me your impressions afterwards, even if you want to check her website and her the things she posts, and then you can tell me what is your impressions, and I can arrange it either inside our chat or in another day.
So, may I just ask, what would be then the target of her presentation?
It would be mostly this idea of reinventing yourself in this chaos now, and what she called the fuel, the fun and fear is a way that you can try to see things a little bit different, and some techniques that she has that we can apply and maybe think a little bit different, or try to do something different from the everyday things we already do.
Sounds interesting for me, yeah. Is she gonna charge something for that?
No, absolutely not. No.
Great.
Okay.
I think I know this lady.
No, she's quite known. I've seen a lot of things that she posted or that she does. She has a quite famous blog. But you guys take a little time if you want to check it afterwards. But
Yeah,
if you can shoot me messages with your impressions, so I know if I put her chat inside our next Tuesday or if I do it in another time.
okay. Yeah, I will let you know if he's the one that I know.
And this is another guy. This is maybe a completely different thing. I saw one presentation from him. He is executive for Claro. That's a telecom company in Brazil. And I saw a presentation that he gave in a meeting in Portugal. And especially going this design thinking path and how to think it a little bit different and find how should I try to put that, find a way that you can organize your ideas better and create some strategies to develop the new world that we have before us now. All these things are completely outside of photography, always trying to go in this direction of what we can do different from now on. But I don't know what you guys think of those. And always no charges and no obligations. If we think that's not really interesting, just erase that and we go forward.
I think in general, I like the idea. I'm just questioning myself if there is not a chance to combine it with photography. Maybe, I don't know. Just an open question. I mean, or if these people just present their methodology and technique, then it's one thing. But would they be also willing to have maybe 5 or 10 minutes discussion about a topic about photography, how we could use design thinking in creating, I don't know, a studio or a shoot up or something? I don't know.
What I asked them is exactly what you said. I don't want them to come here and take like half an hour or 40 minutes just to talk. Yeah. I want them to come here and present in, I don't know, 20 minutes, whatever they want. And then we need to have this chat. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense, in my opinion. We need to bring this into our way and try to find what we can do with that.
Mm.
Okay,
So
yeah, I will just check, you know, I will check who are these two guys and I will let you know, Susan, because it's always interesting to hear people, but it depends what is the aim of discussion, you know.
Yeah, of course. So that's what I ask you guys. Please shoot me some messages with what you think. And if you could do that only to me, not inside the group, so we don't spam everybody's mailboxes. Just shoot me an email, Instagram message, whatever way you prefer, and tell me what you think. And then depending on what we decide as a group, I will bring them inside our Tuesdays, or I will try to get another day and have them come.
Okay.
Okay, and the last question I would like to bring to you guys is that at some point we had this idea. I thought it was really a very, very good idea that Lino gave us to have this random photos from what you see from your window or some different idea you had this week and that you wanted to share with us. But I didn't really get so much love. And what do you guys think? Is this something that would make sense, or just erase that and focus on other things?
Wow. Okay, I tell you, I mean, sorry, yeah. Okay, I tell you what's happened with my original idea. No, I was taking this picture all the day by the same window of the same road, of the same landscape, you know. And finally I stopped it because where I live, nothing happened. I mean, it was usual that nobody was there, etc., etc. So I like the idea, but perhaps I should be in town or I should be somewhere with some more people around, etc. Because in this corner that is just on my background now, nothing happened usually between 11 and 12 o'clock in the morning. So,
Okay.
but anyway, I think that show to other people what we see in this moment of isolation, you know, quarantine, is always interesting. But it really depends what you see from your window. If you see nothing, share with people nothing is not really exciting. Everybody has got this problem. I don't want to share my problem with you.
Yeah, I thought it was a really nice idea that we could try to keep ourselves busy and maybe creating something. Helena, at some time, she posted this self-portrait, and this is an idea that I really find interesting. That we could do some creative and crazy self-portraits and post them there. But I know this is not for everybody. Not everybody will be willing to go there and make some crazy photos of him or herself. So that's why I ask you guys, do we keep this going or we just focus on the other ideas and delete this one?
So I like the idea of taking pictures of your surroundings from where you live. Maybe not always the same street corner unless you live in New York or Chicago or San Francisco. But I actually like the idea, and I think I would leave it open, and I still have it on my list of things to do, but somehow it hasn't taken off yet for me. So, but I actually very much like the idea. And the second thing, self-portraits, I think I'm not too much into that. But in general, I like the idea, but I think I will not, that's not something for me too much. I like being behind the camera and doing things with the camera. But I like the idea as well, but not for me personally.
I totally relate to that. Being in front of the camera is just disgusting, yeah. But okay, I really love the idea of sharing anything frequently so we can keep ourselves creating, and I will definitely leave it on. And if somebody wants to share self-portraits, it's okay. If you want to share the view that you have in this week or today, so it's really open. It's anything that we want to create. And I will just make sure I have the link in our posts. So if anybody has any idea, they can find the link easily. And then the thing that I was chatting with some of you guys in the beginning is the easy way and the ridiculous hack that I found to post on Instagram using my desktop. Maybe some of you guys already do something like that. Some of you guys that are on the technical side, you know, Ed, I'm going to find this ridiculous, so stupid easy, but I didn't know that, and it really changed for me. I don't post anything from my mobile. I just post from the desktop, and it's really super easy.
Sorry, I think I missed the point. What do you mean post from desktop? I usually post on Instagram by my iPhone, and that's it.
Yeah, but you can go inside your browser in your computer, desktop, laptop, whatever, and you don't need to send these pictures to your mobile so you can post. You can just post them straight from your desktop, from your computer.
You want to show me how do you do that?
Yeah. Why? Why do you do the funny face?
No, because I think I'm afraid I'm the only one who doesn't know how to do that. So
I thought that too, but I saw some big blogs saying that they were happy that they could write messages in Instagram, and so I thought maybe it's not so common. How much of us here in the chat? How much of us already use the desktop to post images on Instagram?
Well, they changed the image, the browser application. Now you don't need to hack anymore. You can just do it normally.
Post the images.
Yeah, well, yeah, the chat is included right now. They upgraded the Instagram part heavily.
I mean, from my browser, I don't know if I can post. I'm just checking it right now. I can't.
I did not try posting, but posting you can do only if you go in the development mode.
Exactly.
But now they have included now the chat.
Yeah, the chat, they just done it, the last update.
Yes.
But posting for me is still, it makes my life so much easier. I don't need to copy all the hashtags and send the image to the mobile and go there and post it.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought about sharing that with you guys. But if you guys think it is too silly, we can just skip to the photo chat.
No. To me, it's very, very important. Yes, I would like to see it.
Do it, please. Yeah. Same with me.
Okay, so and that's ridiculous easy. If you guys want, I can just share with you the print screens I've done, or I can show you on each browser that I have here. So it's basically what Daniel already told us. It is just enable some developer options, and then you simulate a mobile device. No worries, Lino, don't kick me yet. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. And then if you're using Chrome, you need to refresh the page. But how that happens, this is just so we can have that in the blog post tomorrow if anybody needs to go there and find it again. But I can show you how that's done in each of the browsers. So what you need to do basically, you go to the top right corner. I don't know if you guys can see, it's very, very small, the pointer there. You go to the top right corner and you can find this more tools or web developer. And inside that is the secret to do that. So I will share with you the browsers. Just a second. Let's start with the easier one, which is Edge. How many of you still use Internet Explorer?
What's that?
Thank you. In the end, I will show you how you do with Internet Explorer because it's really special. So I'm trying to make it a little bit bigger because it's really tiny. And hopefully you can see it a little bit better. So if you go there on the top right corner, you can find the more tools and then the developer tools. I mean, oh no, sorry, this one is the easier one. Where is that? And then you come here and you simulate, not a desktop. Can you see it there on the top right corner?
Yes.
You just simulate, instead of a desktop, you simulate a phone. And then it's going to reload it. And you can change the resolution a little bit if you need that, so you can see it better. And then you already have here the option to post your image.
That's good. Yes. It's very good.
So this is for Edge. If you want to do that on Chrome, it is very similar. If I can find the window here, okay, on Chrome. And maybe too big. You can just go up there again and you go for the more tools, developer tools. And on top here, you have this little icon that is toggle device, or you can just go Ctrl-Shift-M. And then it's going to give you this little bar here on top. I don't know if you can see that it's really tiny, but here you can just select mobile. And then it gives you here the option to post it.
That's good.
And the last one from the browsers that I'm going to show you guys is Firefox, but it's exactly the same. You just go there to the upper right corner, web developer, and then you have the responsive design mode. And you can just select up here, what is the resolution that you want? And then you select the phone for an example, iPhone X, and then you have to reload the page or refresh the page. And you have here the option to post. You can make it way bigger. It's just too small. You can make it like as big as you want. So it's really stupid easy, but it helps so much in my case. So that's why I thought I would share it with you guys. And if you need to go back to these ideas, I have them all in this presentation. It's going to be on the blog post tomorrow with each and every of the browsers. And for people still using Internet Explorer, there's a very cool way that you can do that too with Internet Explorer. And it is like this. You go to Google and you ask how you download a better browser because Internet Explorer sucks. And then you change it. And I mean, that was what I had about this. And then we can skip to the photo challenge and for the vote. Now, if you guys want to ask anything about how to post on Instagram or any questions, I would suggest give me a buzz afterwards, because if you have any doubts, I can help you step by step, and we could go straight to the challenge now.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. I hope it helps you as much as it has been helping me. So I just want to share again another screen now. Should be this one. Yep. So these here were the top photos, the top 15 voted photos from the challenge, and I've just put them here in another page. And with this page, I'm going to send you all the link now. This page, the idea is that we can go and vote for the photos that we prefer. And I will ask you guys just vote once, because I am not confirming the IP here, so I'm not filtering you with the IP, so we can vote only once. But I will check on the winning photo if anybody went then like crazy and voted like 10 times for your own photo. So please don't do that. It happened already in the main page. Some people went there a little bit happy with the voting button and just 3 or 4 votes from the same person. So go there and just give the number of stars you think each photo should have. But as we discussed in the beginning, any of you guys want to have your photo with a little bit more of a critique, this would be a good time. And Jan sent us a photo that just after the challenge, he would like to have us comment. But with these photos from the challenge, I would suggest as we finish the voting, so we don't influence it too much, if anybody wants to have the photo with a little bit more of a critique, just tell us, I would like to have about this or that photo, and we could go. Okay, for everyone, I will send the link if nobody has anything to add. And then we can have a couple of minutes to just vote for the...
How many pictures do we have to vote? All of them?
Just the ones you want. You can go there and just give 1 vote, or you can give 15 votes as you wish.
Okay.
I just lost the chat. Just a second. It's back. I'm going to send on the chat the link. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second so I can also go there and vote. So nobody will have to see what I will vote.
Cesar, just a quick question. How do we do it with our own picture? Because of course we like our own picture, but how do we do it? Because like if you're a shy person, you give yourself, I don't know, 3 stars. And if you like your picture a lot, you give it 5 stars. And then, you know what I mean?
You don't vote your picture, I guess.
Yes, okay, so it's 2, yes.
Or everyone gives his or her picture 5, and then we are sure that everything is clear. But
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
can arrange that. We can do it both ways. The way I thought, I would leave it absolutely open, and everybody could go there and vote. Because on average, if you go there, if I go there and I give a 10 to my picture, from 1 to 5, I give it a 10. We as a group will have that diluted a little bit, so it wouldn't be so
Absolutely, yeah.
much of an issue. But we can arrange it right now. Okay, we don't vote for our own pictures.
Cesar, can you share the links so that I can end in the Zoom?
Yep, it's on the chat already. Sorry. It defaults to a private message to the last person. So I'm sorry. Now it is for everybody.
Yeah.
It's on the chat window.
Oh, I don't see the chat window.
I don't see.
You can go press Alt, I think, and a pop-up will come, or it's Control Shift N, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
So
because
what's the
I'm...
verdict now for your own picture? You can vote or not, or doesn't matter. You just leave it open.
I would leave it open, but I'm open to the group's opinion. What do you guys think? We vote for our pictures or not?
No, I think no.
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 Okay, so
Okay.
it's a
Yep.
deal. It's a
Yes.
deal. We
Sounds
don't
good.
vote
Okay.
for our own pictures, and you
Yep.
can vote for all the others.
Okay. Yes.
One vote. Let's take like a 5-minute timeout, so we
Sorry,
can.
as usual, I am not able to use my computer. Where is the link?
The link is on the chat here, but I will also send it on our Instagram group
Yeah, thank you, because I found...
if I can find it.
Oh, voilà.
So many windows. Just a second. Okay, I will send it on our Instagram group also. And if you guys need, I can send a personal message for any of you with the link. It's on our Instagram group also.
Hi guys, I have voted already, but I need to leave now, so I wish you a pleasant evening and we see you next time.
Hey, thank you, mate.
Yeah.
So I will hold your picture so we can do a photo critique next time.
We can do it next time. Okay. Bye bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you for participating. So everybody could open the voting page.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's go there and sorry.
How do you vote?
There is the
Okay.
5 stars underneath, and you can just click the amount of stars you would like to give every
No,
photo.
it's working. It's working.
Okay.
Hmm.
And just so you guys know, you can go back and change your mind. You just have to click again. I mean, no, sorry, don't do that, please. Otherwise, you will vote twice. So you have to make up your mind from the first vote on.
Ah.
We just need a code so we can know when everybody has already voted.
Okay.
So maybe when you guys finish voting, just go to the reactions. I don't know if you know where it is, and give it a thumbs up maybe, so I can see on the screen when everybody has finished voting.
What is? So I do like this.
Okay, okay. This is an off.
I'm sorry.
This is a legacy thumbs up. Yeah.
It's like an animated GIF.
But it goes away. It doesn't really work because it goes away anyways.
So I'm ready.
Anybody needs more time?
None.
Nope.
So I'll share with you the main page if I can find it again. Hopefully it's this one. Yep. And then when we refresh, we should be able to see it. Just a second. Okay, it doesn't get any bigger than that, sorry. So if we go for the rating, average descent, so I guess the top voted should be this isolated is the title. Everybody sees the same photo.
Yeah.
So this is the top voted. I don't see any more the amount of votes. Okay, so it's here, it's too big. 6 people voted for that, and it has like a 5. I can see the actual, it's almost everybody gave it a 5, wow. So who made this photo? Just a second. It was by He Altran. She's not here, she's from Basel. She's not participating, but I really think this is a cool representation of isolated, and she made that especially for the challenge, which I think is even nicer. If anybody wants to have some comments on the photos that you submitted to the challenge, I mean, we could still do that if you guys have the time. Or if you have any other kind of comment about this photo or anything else about the challenge.
So I like the picture a lot. I think it, as you said, it represents it very well, the isolation. I think there are like little things on the top right corner. There is like something from the window frame. I think I would have included more of the window frame or cut that out, but it's like little details. I think the picture itself is very strong and very nice in black and white, and with the clouds. It's a very good picture. I like it. And it's also nice actually that you don't see much of the person.
Yeah.
Somehow it adds to the mystery. I mean, it would be also nice to see more, but on the other hand, it's like you wonder, you don't even know, is it a woman, is it a man? I kind of like it, the mystery in it. So I think it adds, and the clouds in the sky are actually one of the main things for me that make it special. If the sky were just blue or whatever, but like gray, then it wouldn't be that strong. But with the dramatic sky, I think it adds a lot. So yeah, very nice picture.
I totally agree with your comments on the framing. Maybe just a little bit more to the right, so you don't have these bright lights on the bottom left, and you see more of the frame itself. I mean, that would be phenomenal. But I agree, that's a really powerful image for me. Anybody else wants to comment something about or have any photos commented on?
No, I prefer, and I voted the one with the old guy seated on.
The terziario.
This one.
It's mine.
Who is it? Stephanie?
Mine from Stephanie.
Wow.
This is very good.
This is really cool picture, yeah.
If we look at the picture, I prefer this one because this is more clear about what you want to say. And I voted this one, not the other one. I like this one. Yeah, perhaps, something on the frame, but anyway, the idea is good. I mean, it works.
Yeah, I really like this picture. Black and white is perfect. I
Yes.
mean, the framing, you actually have a frame around the man, and the isolation thing, I mean, it was really, really a cool picture.
Yeah.
You can give me tips because I mean it's the first time I kind of taking this picture. So if you have a, because I didn't know how to cut it, I did it with 105. So I went really far away to not cut too much the border, because otherwise I will have cut the reflection. Then it will have been strange. So I think I did it correct, right, in this sense.
Yeah, from my side, the only thing I would try, but I don't know if it would be possible because of the angle, is that this isolation line is like cutting his neck.
I know.
The only thing, but I don't think you could really try to change it in any ways because of the angle. You would have to, you would need.
Yeah, I saw it. I tried actually. Maybe I have done it one that it was a bit more lower. I could not do much more because of the environment. And
How many pictures you took, Stephanie?
when I took these ones,
Yeah.
maybe 5.
Always the same position, or you changed it?
No, it was always sitting there, and then I changed myself.
Oh,
So
okay.
I went closer, then I went a bit above, and but
You know,
I could not.
Perhaps reading a little more about this residence in it was because is it a place for all?
No, but sorry, 1 second, because that's what I tried to do it because it's showing the picture is not cut the tertiarium. When you voted it, you could see the tertiarium that it's not cut. That's what I've tried to be careful.
Okay, yes, in fact, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's what was the difficulty, because I didn't want to cut the tertiarium, so that's why I went really far away, and I have tried to do as much as I could with the condition of the environment. But
Okay.
It was a really amazing picture.
You talk with this guy? No.
yes, super friendly. My sister, she's working in this tertiarium, and I've been asking her like 3 weeks to let me take the picture, and she had to ask to the director, and then she told to this guy, which is like a friend of her in the tertiarium, in the retirement house, and he's 90 years old.
Wow.
That's
But I was
very special.
super active, so it was really nice.
Yeah, and with all this process to make the picture happen, it makes it even more special.
Yeah.
Really, thank you for submitting it.
He has not been affected by COVID, no? No.
So he told me that for whole people in the house, it's really they're like in a prison, he said, because they cannot go out, and they cannot see other people. They can just see themselves in the house. And then he said that he doesn't have, you also have to imagine that they were already before coronavirus isolated, because he said, I'm not married and all my friends are dying. So I have already kind of zero chance of seeing people, kind of. And now that with the coronavirus, it's even getting worse, he said, because they cannot really go outside. They cannot meet other people. He said that they're eating far away to each other, because if they are sick, they are dying for them. It's not like for me that I'm young and I can survive. So the measurement in the retirement house are much severe than in the other places.
Wow.
That's a good picture, good idea.
Thank you.
And I just checked it here, and it was barely, but by very, very tight margin, the second place.
No, but if you said that it's good, I'm already super happy.
Yeah, it was really amazing. And if anybody has anything else to add or some comments to ask for the photos, even if they were not inside the last 15. Okay, so
I actually like I actually like the airport pictures also a lot.
Yeah,
I think they are like the perspective is you have to look at the three of them actually in like they are on your screen, like one next to each other. You realize that all of them have like this leading lines towards the distance, which I actually like very much. So actually the view you had before, Cesar, was actually perfect, where you had one next to the other, and then actually you really could appreciate how actually the three of them, how they relate to each other, which I kind of like as an idea when you have like a challenge to submit 2, 3, 4 pictures that are kind of a family thing. So they have the same, some similarities, whatever it is, like reflections in all of them, or leading lines, or a single person or a lot of persons or whatever. And I think like the three of them, they're very nice together.
Yeah.
So I don't know who made them, but so the one now in the middle is actually one I very much like, and on the left as well. Both of them have like these strong leading lines, and I think it's a wide angle shot. I haven't actually checked, but
they were made by this nice gentleman that is here with us.
Yes, I've done these pictures last Saturday in the airport in Zurich, and I can
I had
highly
the same
recommend.
idea, actually, I haven't been there, but I had the same idea. I just have to take the streetcar, and I'm there, but I haven't done it yet. So, yep. Very
you
nice,
must do it before they restart with flying, and
you're right.
It's amazing. It's really spooky walking around there in the Terminal B, and nobody's around.
So there's no risk of getting corona there.
No, definitely not.
It's the safest place in Switzerland. Yeah, this one on the screen right now is one that I already commented with Kurt. I mean, I love this one. The lines, all the sticks coming out, and absolutely nothing. It's like a ghost airport. I mean, I love this one. I really love this one.
And you don't see the end. You don't see the end of the room, which I like a lot. So it's like complete emptiness to wherever, hell, heaven, whatever. Like it.
Yeah, and going for the symmetry here and putting the middle line exactly in the middle was brilliant. I mean, it made the photo work even more for me.
Yeah, this is the one that I prefer of the three. I mean, the one in the middle, it's a little. I mean, I don't. What's that, Kurt? What is this? What is
this was an aluminium trace where I put the camera on.
Ah, okay. It's just what is on to the right side, the shot. So
yes, it's where you check in.
Ah, okay.
If you look on the first picture we had, it's on the left side. This row.
Ah, yeah. Okay. But this one surely gave is the one that gave me the most powerful impact about how empty is the Flughafen.
If we ever make if we ever curate an exposition or make a book out of our photos, this would be the cover for me, maybe, because I really love and it captures this idea of the isolation, pandemics, and everything. I think it's really cool. And what do you guys think about the format and the page to submit the photos and vote? Because the first one was really bad, but I tried my best, because it's not my area of expertise, to find a way that we could do that better.
Working good, no problem.
Yes, it's excellent.
Yeah. No, it works. I mean, it looks working. I mean, it's good. I have something.
Do we have another challenge, or do we keep this one?
Would you like another one?
I would like another one.
Stephanie wants another one. You want to win.
Like 2 weeks to submit the picture. So.
Actually, 3 weeks. We spoke last time, and that should be coming. Just a second. It's out of order now. Yep. So the self-portraits were already discussed before, and the next photo challenge, we spoke last time that we would take 3 weeks. So it starts now. Next 2 Tuesdays, we just talk about the pictures, the challenge, and all the subjects. And then on the 3rd Tuesday from when we meet about this challenge, is the final. And I would suggest we'll do the same format. We get the top images and then we vote among who's online. Okay.
Okay.
And then the theme, I know this is always something not so, it's impossible to have everybody happy. But I tried my best to get something that we could work on this, these 3 weeks. And what I came up is like we could have a double challenge. You can post pictures from both, from whatever you want between these two ideas. The first one is free, whatever you guys think that free could represent to you. And the other idea is happy. So get your creative juices going and create some pictures for the challenge. It's even nicer. Or go through your libraries and try to find what else you could fit in this, or maybe a new edit that you could fit into this.
But is it either or both term in one picture?
You can do one or both. You are free to choose whatever makes you happy.
Happiness in freedom.
You can do both in one. You can do just one of the ideas. It's free. It's really free. Okay, so that's what I had for you guys. I'm going to put this video recording and this presentation on the blog tomorrow. So if you need to go back to the Instagram thing or whatever else, and if you guys have anything to add, I'd be happy to hear it.
I only have some doubt about the team, but
What?
no, free, happy. I mean, in this moment, I mean, I don't find it easy to be free. So
That's why it's a challenge.
yeah.
I have in mind already the picture to take.
Yeah, my idea was, you know, I totally relate to what you said. And actually, it was something that I've been feeling this past week, especially. It was really bad in so many ways for me. So I really want to force myself to bring this into my mind and try to work on ways that I can find images or create anything that represents free or happy to me. Because the other way around, for me especially, it's really easy to go right now. So that was the idea behind this suggestions.
Okay.
Okay, so if anybody has anything to add, now is the time. Otherwise, I'd like to thank you all for participating as usual. You guys make this make sense. Otherwise, I would be here chatting to myself, which is really ridiculous.
Thanks a lot, Cesar.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Cesar.
So, hope to see you soon next time.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.